9 powerful ways to make him chase you the right way. So the truth is that you can make any man chase you, almost any man, but you probably have to do things the opposite of how you're doing them at this very moment. This video is going to make sure that you have clarity into what that means, and I'm also gonna share the most powerful formula, if you will, to make a man chase you. It's a bunch of things that kind of work together. This is gonna make him wanna talk to you, wanna give you more attention, want to really cherish and appreciate the moments that you spend together, and he won't be able to get enough of it. I'm even going to share a special 3-step formula that any woman can use to regain his interest if you feel like he started to pull away, started to lose interest, or become super distant and just stop giving you that attention that you really want. Not only is this formula super powerful and effective, but he'll be happy that you're doing everything that I'm going to reveal in this video. So you're gonna be very, very happy when you learn this stuff. Hey, it's Erin, your personal love expert, back again on the channel where we make men make sense. Vixen Daily. If you wanna know how to make a man chase you, then write "I'm ready" right now in the comments while the intro plays. This video has been requested so many times, so I hope that you guys enjoy. But before we dive into today's video, I have a very small favor to ask. If you like this video, if you like any of my videos, if you like anything about me, what I'm wearing, love advice, leave me a like, a thumbs up, give me a like, share, subscribe, tell people all about it. So now, I want to dive right into the first thing to do, how to make a guy chase you. Making him chase you isn't going to be hard when you stop thinking about making him chase you. Men don't want you to do things to make them chase you. This actually kills any desire to pursue you. So what you need to do here is kind of erase this thought that you need to make him chase you from your mind. Guys just want to interact and have a good time. Number 2 is let attraction build in the early stages especially. So I have a really good way to describe this. A plant can be overwatered, right? That you could totally kill because you're overdoing it, you're over attending to it. Just like budding romance and budding attraction can be overwatered. Think of it like a plant. There's kind of a sweet spot where you give it just enough so that it grows, but if you kind of give it all of the water in the beginning, you're gonna end up just killing it and then it will go away. That's how to look at this. It's a very important thing to really realize, because overkill, even if you guys are so compatible, even if there's a great match here, overkill is going to just kill that attraction. It has nothing to do with him not liking you. It's just a thing that happens. It's a psychological feeling when there's an abundance of something. So really keep that in mind and let things go slow. Enjoy the slowness. Slowness is better than jumping the gun and then losing that attraction. Number 3 is not to ever move too fast. Men especially need a process when they're committing to a woman, when they're getting to know a woman. Just because you have possibly hooked up, by the way, does not mean that he is going to chase you. What you need to realize is men can hook up and not get attached, not want anything more, but you need to realize that moving slow and being present in the moment when you're together is key here. So don't move too fast with anything. Don't move too fast with questions about commitment. I knew a woman who met a guy, they hit it off on a first date, they had a great conversation, had a few drinks under the stars, and then she really thought that he was the love of her life. One date only. And she became obsessed, fixated, would dream about it, and then as soon as the date was over, the first thing she did was pester him, demand him to respond. She didn't demand it outright yet, but in her mind she demanded it. And that killed the attraction. And the guy was into her, but this neediness, this harassment, this pressure to move things forward actually kills any type of attraction between you and him. So don't ever move too fast. Let him make the move and then you make a move. So number 4 is to laugh and embrace your silly side. Men love a woman who can laugh, who can just be silly, who can let herself enjoy life. Don't be thinking about what things are gonna be with you two. Just be funny and enjoy yourself. I don't mean tell jokes. I literally just mean have that silly energy and let yourself be free. That's it. Don't be so serious. Don't be worried. When you're silly, you're going to end up making him want to be around you more, and then you're going to end up worrying less because he's going to really enjoy you. Number 5 is drop the idealization. Idealization is actually a very big problem, especially when you first meet someone or go on a few dates and hit it off. Idealization is a very tricky thing because in our minds, we can convince ourselves that people are these imaginary people that they're not. So you have to really take stock of who is this guy? What is real versus what is in your imagination? It is very easy to get lost in what we want another person to be. So don't just think you know him because you think, oh, he has a dog, therefore he's a good person, therefore he's loving, and therefore he'll want kids. Or don't think that, oh, he has a daughter, therefore he's a really good guy and is gonna be loving and nurturing. Or don't think that, he had a wife that was 25 years younger than him, so, oh, he's a jerk, That's the opposite of idealization. That's devaluation. But they both are a similar tendency. It's the same kind of tendency to jump to conclusions. So idealization happens when you jump to a conclusion, and it actually prevents you from getting to know the real him, because when you are thinking that he's this perfect person, you look at him and everything he does is, oh, he's so great, and he will do something simple, like anything, like mail a letter for you, and you'll be like, wow, he's such a sweet guy, he must really care about me. It's like, is it that big of a deal? And I'm not saying that it's not nice when he does nice things, and I'm not saying that he's not a good guy. All I'm saying is to really check yourself and know that you don't know him that well probably yet, and maybe you do know him, but even if you do, try to analyze. Are you being over the top with how great you think he is? Have you painted an image of him in your mind, or is your vision of him realistic? Number 6, how to make him chase you. Don't be afraid to show your fun and frisky side. So be yourself. I'm not saying to change, but let your fun side come out. Be in a good mood, be flirty, and, embrace being frisky and silly. And it's honestly good if you want to make him yours. A lot of dating advice doesn't really get to the heart of how to make a guy really want you, how to make a man love you, how to make him really chase you. And honestly, the exact thing that you should be thinking about when it's about a topic like how to make him fall in love with you and make him chase you, it's pretty much going to be centered around you being a fun person to be around. All these topics, how to make a man miss you, how to make a man chase you, how to make a man everything. All of these things are kind of gonna be accelerated if you're fun to be around. So have fun, be fun, have fun truly, and be yourself. Be your best self, though, your most fun self. Think about if you're having fun, and if you're having fun, then great. Number 7, how to make a guy like you. Know the time to back off. So I have a very, very, very good hint for you. When it's good, you leave it there. So have you ever been on a phone conversation where the conversation starts out really good and, it's really flowing, but then things get stale and there's nothing really to say? So instead of hanging up, you'll just sit on the phone and feel like exhausted and just trudging along with the conversation because you don't want to end the conversation. You either, are afraid it won't happen again, or for some reason you've just exhausted the conversation. With a guy, you need to think of it like this. When things are looking up at their peak, that's when you cut things off and back off. You don't wait for them to get stale, because that actually kills his attraction to you. You leave things as they are when they're at their best. And then you obviously come back. Number 8, speak to his masculine heart and soul. What on earth does that mean? Okay. What that means is women don't speak to the right part of a man, aka the part that speaks to his heart and soul and makes him say that this woman completes me. So you speak to a man's masculinity by inspiring his drive and really looking at who he is as a person, what drives him, what motivates him, what makes him feel good, what tendencies make him happier. And you are in his corner. You find out what he wants in life. So whether he's an artist or whether he's a silly guy at heart or whether he likes to really focus on his career, whatever it is, whatever his mission in life is, and every man has one, they're all different, but every man has one. When you find that and you find out what supports his mission as well as what kills his drive, and you identify that to him and you really make that a focal point of your life, that's how you speak to his masculine heart and soul. Very powerful, very, very powerful, and most women don't know this. So a man's life is kind of about wins and losses, progress and setbacks, and he feels his best when he's clearly heading in the direction he wants to and becoming the man he wants to be. So that's really what it is. Every man feels this strong drive though. And if you support it, he's going to feel like you are very irreplaceable in his life. But when you don't support it, and when he doesn't feel like he's on his direction that, you know, is going to lead him to his own win, whatever that win may be, he gets depressed, you know, crawls back into his shell, his man cave to figure stuff out so he can get his life on track. Supporting his drive, as I mentioned, is a very big part of this. And men and women are meant to support each other. We're designed to kind of fit together, if you will, but a lot of modern society has kind of confused the issue, and it's no wonder people have so much trouble in their relationships these days. But what is really exactly happening when a man feels like a woman is in his corner? So what does it actually mean? It means that she is supporting the part of him that makes him feel like a man. That's what I described above. You get what's meaningful to him. You get what's primary to who he is and what he is as a man, his drive. Because when he feels like you truly get his drive, not the image he projects to society. So if you get his true drive, his true want, that thing in him, the real purpose he has, the real dream he has, that's when you understand him. When a man feels you understand him, and he will if you understand his true drive, then you're gonna be a woman who he can't live without. And if you think about it like this, if you understand what is most meaningful to him, most important to him, most moving, then you will have a huge understanding of what his inner world is really like, and you will understand him. You won't have to be confused anymore. That's literally what I mean by observe. You're not even doing anything difficult. You're just listening. You're observing what deflates, fires up, and then you're telling him what you've noticed, and he's gonna say, oh wow, you're right. And it's going to change his life. And that will change your love life when you know this, because every man will be receptive to this. Number 9, a way to make a man chase you is your good mood being your priority. So your mood is a very, very powerful thing, aka your love magnet. Your mood. So if you're in a good mood and not obsessing over losing him, not afraid of him leaving you, then you're gonna be much more attractive. But what kills your mood? Looking for him to fill your entire life with happiness, looking for reassurance, obsessing over whether he likes you or not, obsessing over the next step. You aren't in the moment though. So when you're trying to extract happiness from a relationship, you're actually doing something that's not possible. Relationships are not something to make you happy. They're not for you to extract happiness from. They're actually for you to bring happiness into. Your mood is what you bring into the relationship. You can't get happiness from a relationship. That will not be possible. Sure, you can have a relationship that definitely adds to your happiness and enhances it, but it can't be what you need to be happy. And the relationship will actually grow when you're happy, not obsessing, not being gloomy, because when you are obsessing, when you're worried and all that stuff, you end up giving that vibe off to him and it's a drag to be around. So I have 3 action items for you to actually be in a good mood. Step 1, realize this. You wouldn't want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't want to even be there anyway. So you don't need to stress out about him losing interest. Why would you ever want to force somebody to be with you? Why? That doesn't feel good. The next step is to practice gratitude. So right now you're fixated on obsessing over losing the guy, the fear, the oh my God, and even worse, it makes you feel bad. It not only makes you feel bad, but it kills your attractiveness and it makes the guy want to get away. But what helps? As often as you can, put your attention on gratitude for everything good in your life. Focus on that. Write me in the comments what you're grateful for, because it's gonna make you come off as more attractive. And think of the littlest things, the tiniest moments. Just have this lens of gratefulness where you view what's happening at the moment, and even what you think about in your mind. Just be grateful for things, appreciate things, and that's gonna be extremely attractive. And number 3 is to be in the moment and just enjoy your time with him. So keep it simple, get out of your head and just spend quality time with him in the moment. Don't get caught up with the thoughts in your mind that are torturing you. Just enjoy it for what it is. And when you're apart, don't put any mental attention on thoughts about him or your relationship. Pay attention to yourself. your happiness, your gratitude. This 3-step formula will literally flush out anything holding you back, anything from being your most shiny, happy, attractive self, and it will be an absolute love magnet to him. So if you liked this video, let me know in the comments, and I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments as well, and be sure to hit like and comment with your thoughts, and share this video if you found it helpful, because it really helps me out and it lets YouTube know to recommend this video to more people. And I will see you next time.